Mohammed is a player that's playing in very good form at the moment. Of course, he scored the 2 goals, but we also have to take into account that we were also playing against a very, very good team, a team that would be one of the favourites to lift this trophy. I think a team that in the last time they won it, I think conceded 2 goals in the whole of this tournament. So it's about scoring goals wherever that comes from. And what we want is to be able to create more opportunities for the team as a whole. The goal before we scored, of course, was from a set play, from a corner, which is an area that we haven't scored too many goals from. So it doesn't really matter where the goals come from. We prepare ourselves the exact same way going into this game as the last game and the last game. And if it means that one individual scores, if it means that we score from a free kick or a penalty, the most important thing is that we get the win that we need to give us an opportunity to still be in the competition.
Yeah.
We are aware of the magnitude of this game. We know that this is a game that we have to win. Our preparation going into the game has been the same as in the 2 previous games, and all we can do is prepare the team to play a very tough match, as all of these games are, and to make sure that we put in a level of performance that allows us to win the game.
Denise?
I think we are all aware that this is a situation that we would rather not be in. We would rather have more points, and we feel, certainly from the performance and the goals that we conceded, that we should be in a better position, but we are not. So the conversation is not difficult. This is a game we have to win. The level of performance, I think the players, and I think most people appreciate that the level of performance in our game against Egypt was better than our level of performance in our first game with Cape Verde. So the players know what it will take to get a result. There are no easy games in this tournament, and we will come up against a Mozambique team also knowing that they have to win the game. So we have to be physically and mentally prepared for this, and the players know this. I think as regards what happened 2 years ago, some players here were, of course, involved in that, and some not. But what players get used to over a period of time, and remember, this is a huge world tournament. But players get used to, in their careers, bouncing back from defeats, try to improve their game, and trying to put what was in the past in the past. Our concentrations have all been about looking forward, and I think if you are concentrating too much on what happened in the past in a particular game, then you can let it affect your preparation, your thinking going into this game. We just have to think of the last game and the improvement in the last game, and reaching the same levels or the correct levels to win a football match. And we appreciate the past very much, but we can only think about what's in front of us now, and that will be a tough game tomorrow. Go back to what I originally said after the game, is that it is an emotional game, and as a head coach, you have to make these decisions, and you hope you make more right decisions than not. But it's a decision that we made at the time was never a reflection on the individual, because apart from being a very good footballer, he's also a very good individual and a very good team player. So yes, I have spoken to him, and obviously conversations are always private between head coach and player. But yes, this was a necessity for me to be able to speak to him as soon as I could. And I can tell you, it wasn't that evening, because still there are a lot of emotions of the game. But the first opportunity that I had the next day to speak to him, I have.
I think, yeah, after the first game, there were obviously some issues that needed to be sorted, and I think if we look at the second game, that was already much better. I'm thinking, like in the first game, we had some issues with players being available between the lines, and I think in the second game we were more compact, so there was less space for Egypt to find the players in between the lines, and also if the lines are, yeah, it's true that maybe, let's say, 3 of the 4 goals we conceded we could have avoided, but yeah, this is part of sports and football in general, and we don't blame any individuals. If we said in the dressing room as well, we win together, we lose together. I don't think it's due to the pressure. It's just sometimes at this level you make certain decisions, and if you make the wrong decision, then yeah, it can be fatal. And unfortunately for us, it's been fatal on a few too many occasions. But I don't think this is creeping into people's heads. I think we need to learn from it, and then in the upcoming game try to avoid the smallest of mistakes, and maybe not take too much risk to avoid any unnecessary goals against.